Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to week number 16. Oh my god, I just checked too. Week number 16 on the NFL season. We have 3 weeks left, which is fucking insane. I can't believe that. But let's get into it. It's fucking crazy. I'm very excited. The Texans are going to be making the playoffs. We play the Raiders this week, so that's another W. Um, which would therefore bring our record. I'm pretty sure. What would it be then? Sorry, I'm playing something in my pocket. It's so weird. Anyways, we'd be like 10 wins. So let's go. Anyways, let's get into Thursday night's game and get started on these NFL picks. Welcome everybody. I'm so fucking happy, man. Also true. That was it. I found my sweater and it was both in my car, but I couldn't. This was in the trunk. This was in just my back seat because I keep like a winter hat just in case I'm cold. Anyways, wrong set. We have Seahawks at home taking on the Rams. It's going to be a crazy game. Battle of the best teams in the NFC. 11-3, both of them. Who do you take here? I take the Rams. I have faith in Stafford. I think he's going to get the MVP. And I think that they're going to go to the Super Bowl. Them or the 49ers. I think the 49ers or the Rams are going to make it there in the NFC. And I think it's going to be Texans or the Broncos. Or I guess Bills. You could add them in there, depending on how the Texans have to play. Like if we have to play the Broncos round two and the Bills don't, it'll be Bills Broncos conference finals, and we'll probably lose in Denver, but we might win. I don't know. I got faith, man. It's just hard to play in Mile High, so we're gonna see if it goes out of Mile High, which I think it's going to after this week. It's gonna shake some things up, and I think that some teams are gonna lose that people are not ready for. Anyways, I like this game. Give me the Rams, and they'll be number one in the division and probably win the division. But I think the 49ers will sneak in as the second best team, and then the Seahawks will be third, and they'll get the seventh seed or sixth seed or something like that. Anyways, let's get into the next game. We have Saturday games. We have two games on Saturday. The first game's not going to be as eventful as the second game, that's for sure. We have the Eagles and Commanders. Um, yeah, the Commanders don't have. Sorry, they don't have Daniel. Sorry for the rest of the season. They have Mariota. He's a good quarterback, but the Eagles are just too good. They're going to get this win. They'll be at I think 11 wins on the season if I'm right, or 10 wins. 10-5, I think. I'm gonna be honest. I don't fully know, but we're almost at the end of the season, which is amazing. Christmas is next week. That's what I'm very excited for. Is Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. I mean, I'm gonna say it next week for sure on the Christmas Eve. I think I'm gonna be doing my picks, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for Christmas. And then after that's gonna be the last week of the NFL, which is like New Year's, which is kind of amazing because that's my 2 years for my buddy, and then we get the playoffs, and then I have playoffs like the weekend before school, which is like you can't make it up. It's amazing. It's peak, and I'm so excited. Texans are going to win the division, and you're going to see here next on the picks how that's going to happen. Let's get into it, okay? I'm going to stop talking. All right, we're going to get into the picks here. So Bears, Packers, 8 o'clock, I think, or 8:15 on the Saturday, in Chicago. Packers own the Bears. Packers will beat the Bears again. Doesn't matter if it's home or away. The Packers are a better team. Parsons is injured, unfortunately, for this season. Of course, that has to happen. I hate the Packers, but I hate the Bears more. Of course, for the one matchup, I need him here. It's okay, though. I think the Packers are a better team, and they're going to get the W. Jordan Love, man, it's your moment. Again, you got to show that you're the better quarterback, and you're the guys are the better team. And if you win, you have the division in your hands. The Lions win, and you just need to win out. And then the Lions need to win against the Bears. The Lions will get second, and the Lions need to win this week. So, yeah, that's what I want to happen because fuck the Bears, man. Oh, I hate the Bears. Anyways, let's get into the next one. Browns against the Bills. Bills always are so weird on the road. They're just weird, but they like to win. They came back against the Patriots. They're down 21-0. I'm so happy. I love the Bills. I can't lie, and I love Josh Allen. I'm happy for him, and I hope they win this week, which they probably will. This won't be. I'm not gonna get into it because it's just the Bills are gonna win that game. But if the Browns do whatever, I mean, okay, upsets happen. I can't predict everything, right? But I think the Bills are just they're surging at the right time, and I think that they're going to make the playoffs. I really hope we don't. Actually, I really hope we play the Bills round one. Actually, I hope we don't, just because I want the Bills to make it to like the next round, so they can have like a chance at getting into the conference finals. I want it to be us against them in the conference finals. But we'll have to see how everything shakes out in a couple weeks, right? I'm very excited for the playoffs, though. Let's get into this one. Now, here's one I'm very. It's hard. Cowboys Chargers in Dallas. Dallas is so inconsistent. They're gonna win this. They're gonna find a way to win this game. Since I picked, so whenever I pick the Chargers, they win. Whenever I pick, they're just kind of like the Eagles. Cowboys are the same team. This is like almost an unpickable game for me. And the only reason I'm going to be taking the Chargers over the Cowboys is for my hatred of the Cowboys. So give me the Chargers. I still kind of think that the Cowboys are going to win, though. I think that's my upset of the one of my upsets that I just can't predict because I just hate the Cowboys so much. But watch out for the Cowboys genuinely this week. They may upset. I know they're out, I think, or maybe they're not, but they need this to even stay in if they are. So I think that they're going to play their heart out and they may win this game and upset the world. And I will be right, but I'm not picking it because fuck the Cowboys. All right, Titans, Chiefs. Chiefs are out. Let's go. Texans, Bills, every team that beat them this season. And last week was the Chargers. Watch that live. Minshew interception. Only thing I'm going to say about it, though, is I don't like seeing injuries and the way that people talk about injuries online. It's really stupid and pisses me off. Mahomes, man, you're a good quarterback. You had your run. You need to take a season off, apparently. But you didn't deserve to get injured. And I'm sorry you got injured with 2 minutes left. I saw it. It looked so painful. And I just feel bad for you, man. You're a good guy, a good dad, and a good football player. And at the end of the day, football is a game and sport. We all love it, and what comes down to it is your health and your family. And you're a great guy, and I think you're going to get healed, and you're going to make the playoffs next year. It's going to be your get back year, Mahomes. But I mean, hey, I don't like the Chiefs. I really don't. I say fuck Mahomes, blah blah blah. Jokes is a joke. All jokes aside, I genuinely like Mahomes. I watched a documentary. I think he's a great guy, and I think that he deserves everything he has. You could say he's cheated. I don't think he was cheated. I mean, sometimes, of course, last year I was pissed off. Texans got cheated a little bit, but like same with the bill, whatever it may be. And over the years, people say the calls, blah blah blah. But it's always like that in the NFL. Calls go everyone's way. Whatever it may be, things happen, and we can't always blame the refs for everything. Anyways, that was a little bit of a spiel about. I don't know. I can't believe that it's all bought and paid. That like it's predicted or like whatever it may be. Like that. All these games are fixed. It's not a thing. It's not real. So if that's true, then I would never make money in theory, right? So, anyways, I want Mahomes. I hope you get better, man. I'm sorry that you got injured. That's basically what I'm getting down to, and I just can't believe what the things that people say online about it. It's just stupid and they're just dumb, to be honest. And it's very disrespectful. But anyways, give me the Chiefs. Even without Mahomes, I think Minshew does enough to get it done. And if not, the Titans get another win. I don't really care. I hate the Titans, so for me, the Titans are shit, and it's amazing. So we swept them. I mean, obviously they suck, but it's just great to still say we swept them because I hate them. So it's great. Anyways, Chiefs are winning that game. Hopefully, Mahomes gets better for next season. I don't think he's going to be back though. I think I saw till October or November of next year. So we're going to see how fast he can recover. He is Mahomes. I predict he'll be back for the season. He's elite, man. He's an elite player, elite guy. I think he's just so strong, and I think that he'll come back for the season, genuinely. So maybe not preseason, but the season. So we'll see. But with all that being said, let's move on to the next game and get healthy, Mahomes. But thank God you're not in the fucking playoffs. Let's go. Texans are winning it this year. Y'all are out. We're winning the Super Bowl. Let's get it. Anyways, and we beat you, so you can't say, oh, because the Chiefs weren't in the playoffs. No, we beat you because you weren't, so you didn't make the playoffs. So all that shit in the future, whenever the Texans win the Super Bowl, and then you guys are like, well, Mahomes was no, you didn't make it because we beat you, and all these other teams beat you, and you guys weren't good enough to make the playoffs. Anyways, Bengals, Dolphins. Dolphins lost, got smoked by the Steelers. They got smoked by the Ravens. Both teams suck. Who do you take? I take Burrow. I'm gonna take Burrow. I think they're out. Still wants to play for something. I think they got 0 points last week. He's pissed off. I know he's said some stupid shit in the press conference. However, whatever post game press conference, blah, 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 whatever. But anyways, I think that they come and they win. But if they don't, it makes sense. Their defense sucks, so I won't be up. I won't be mad. It'll make sense. I can lose some games and not want to. I'm never gonna bet on that, so it doesn't really matter in my brain. Also, I won 130 last week on football. True, I meant to say this in this video. So I'm at 800 plus, 900 plus almost within like 3-4 weeks. Good month. Let's keep it going this week. Anyways, Saints, Jets. Saints are winning this game. They're better. The Jets suck. Got a lucky win one time. I predicted them to upset. The next week they got smoked. They're going to get smoked. Maybe not smoked, but they're going to lose to the Saints. Saints have been upsetting some pretty good teams. And yeah, the Saints might be a pretty good team next year. We'll see with what they can do in the offseason, right? But yeah, give me the Saints there, and let's move along. And they're at home. So, anyways, Ravens, Patriots. Here we go. One of the games of the week, man. My boy Taylor, I love you, bro. Y'all are making the playoffs. Ravens are winning this game. They're 7-7, I think. They need this to even have a chance at getting in the playoffs or getting ahead of the Steelers. And I think that they get the W. Lamar finally locks in. They're at home. Give me the Ravens. The Patriots lose again and fall down. And that's why I think the Broncos will be number one seed in the AFC. Anyways, And then we'll move along because you got to pick the Broncos game, anyways. Because the Broncos also play. But anyways, with that Patriots loss, it'll be good. Anyways, we got it'll help. Sorry, Giants Vikings. Yeah, they both suck. The Vikings are a little better. JJ McCarthy's pretty good. So give me the Vikings. They beat the Cowboys. I'm fucking so happy. I predicted an upset. Fuck the Cowboys. I called it. You guys suck and you're inconsistent. Your quarterback's bad, and I prevail as per usual. Yeah, the Vikings, I knew they were going to go into Dallas and win. I just said Dallas sucks, and I think that the Chargers will do the same thing. And if the Chargers don't, they're charging, and they do that all the time, and they're already in the playoffs, and they do it whenever I pick them. So I won't be surprised if they lose this game like the Chargers. But yeah, give me the Vikings there. Let's move on to a big game, which is actually fun because they're both 7-7, both at 500, but it's in Carolina this time. Panthers, Bucks. This is for the division, basically, right? Like if you win this week, then you sorry, if you win this week and you lose next week, and then you just need to win one of the next 2 weeks after that. I don't know the schedules. I presume the Panthers play a team that's not too good. Um, I don't know though. I don't think they play the Falcons again. They could though. That's going to be a closer game if they do. I don't know what their schedule is. Mike Evans is back, and they still couldn't get it done last week with against the Saints. They're on the road now against the Panthers. Panthers take it at home and secure the division with one more win on Christmas or whatever. They don't play Christmas, but you know what I mean. Christmas weekend. Give me the Panthers. Also, all Sunday is my mom's birthday, the 21st. So yeah, happy birthday, mom. But like, it's on this Sunday, so fuck yeah. Anyways, yeah, Panthers are winning this game. They're the better team. I think they're the rookie team. They, everything. They got some problems. I think for sure, but so do the Bucks. They have an elite defense, but they still can't get these games done. This is Baker's chance to prove, can you do it, man? You did it last year. Can you do it this year? Because you haven't been. You've lost all these tight games. Can you finally beat the Panthers in a game you need to win? And if they can't do it, the Panthers are going to play the playoffs because they're going to win that division if they don't have to play a hard team next week or even week 18. Because I don't know who they play, but I don't think they play anyone that hard, to be honest. But I could be wrong. I don't even know the schedule. But give me the Panthers there for the upset because it's definitely an upset. Um, and here we go. This is how the Broncos will be number one in the AFC. Broncos, Jaguars. Jaguars have been winning for sure, playing shit teams 100%. Beat a good team, couple good teams this season, 100%. Not going to discredit it. However, Broncos are going to absolutely kick the Jaguars' ass on Sunday. Give me the Broncos. It could be closer than I'm expecting. I just hate the Jaguars. I'm gonna be honest. But no, I think that the Broncos are just insane. It's in Mile High. They don't lose. They keep winning. I called it last week. The Packers lost. Parsons is injured, which is unfortunate. But yeah, no, the Broncos played as I thought they would. They got the W, and they will get another W this week, helping the Texans. I think if we win this week and they lose, we will be number one in the in the South. I could be wrong because we did win one. They won one in but I think we're the better division. I think it goes division after head to head. So we would be number one if we win this week and the Jags lose. Let's fucking go. Jaguars are losing. They're not winning this game. Broncos are too good. So give me the Texans. No, I guess the Texans to win the division. I already have that. But give me the Broncos to win that game. And let's get on to two of my teams now. All right, we're going to start with the Lions Steelers. We're playing against my buddy Owen. Good luck, my friend, but you're getting your ass beat this week. Lions are better. We're the better team. We need this to stay in playoff contention, and we will get it done. So if the Steelers lose, they'll be at 500. And if the Ravens win, they will be at 500 as well, like 8-8, I think, or 8-7, whatever. Yeah, they'll both be 8-8. So they'll be tied going into the last 2 weeks. Lions are winning this game. No, there's no doubt in my mind. We're just the better team. We're insane. So give me the Lions there to win. And yeah, give me that. That's it. Pretty simple. I think I did the Sunday night game already by accident, which I didn't mean to. And I think it's the Broncos game, which is awesome. Go Broncos. Anyways, we have 3 games left to get into. We'll do Texans second last. Sure. This game sucks. Cardinals, Falcons, they both suck. Who's better? Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals. They're at home. I think Brissett's a better quarterback than both of the Falcons quarterbacks. Falcons got an upset win against the Bucks. The Bucks are shit. So that's who the Bucks lost to, Falcons, and they lost to the Saints the week before. That's why I'm picking the Panthers. Panthers did lose to the Saints this week. I'm not blind, but I don't know. The Saints have been doing better as of late, and they just beat the Bucks too. So back-to-back weeks, Saints beat the Bucks and the Panthers. So they both lost to them. So we'll see what happens, right? It's a gimme, or it's a whatever 50-50 game. Anyways, Falcons won last week, and the Cardinals didn't. They got destroyed by the Texans, but they showed something. 20 points on the Texans defense is not any, that's a lot. That's a good amount. And so I got to take that into account. Jacoby Brissett's not horrible. They have a decent backup running back. Trey McBride's insane. Give me the Cardinals to win this game against the Falcons. They are the Retardinals, so they probably will find a way to lose this game. But, you know what? I'm going to take the Falcons because everyone else is going to take the Falcons, and I don't want to take that upset. I don't want to do that. Everyone's going to take the Falcons. We're just going to take the Falcons. We're just going to be like everybody else for one game. Texans, Raiders. I mean, everyone's going to be back to the Texans. We're winning this game. It's not even close. Give me the Texans. I don't really talk about it. We're insane. We're making the playoffs. We're winning the division. Once the Jaguars lose to the Broncos this weekend and we beat the Raiders, we'll be number one, and we just need to win 2 more weeks. We play the Chargers next week. We beat them in the playoffs last year. Do we beat them again? I think we do, and I think even if it's in LA, we still go into LA and get the W. So give me the Texans there next week. And anyways, week 18 we play the Colts. I think we'll beat the Colts as well. We're at home for week 18, so I feel even more confident against the Colts. We already beat them away, so yeah. Anyways, I'm just getting everything. We're gonna finish it off. Don't worry, we got one more game to go for Monday night, and that'll be all for this week, boys. I guess it's gonna be an interesting one. Colts 49ers. Phillip Rivers, first primetime game since he's back. He's playing the 49ers. Can he get it done? I don't think he can. I also hope he doesn't. But, he's still got to I'm kind of cheer for him a little bit. But I think the 49ers are the better team. I think they might make it to the Super Bowl. They're doing really good. And if they do, they're going to be in Santa Clara, their home. And that would be pretty fucking amazing to watch. And I hope it happens. And I hope that they exercise their demons unless they're against the Texans. Or the Bills, because I want the Bills to win if the Texans can't make it, or the Broncos. Those are my 3 AFC teams for probably or I guess Ravens, whatever. You can add teams in there. I don't know. I don't really care, but as long as it's not the Chiefs, and it can't be, so that's fun. So that's all that matters. We can't have the Chiefs in the finals, so we got something different this year. Obviously, some teams I don't want, and I'll say that whenever we get there, like the Chargers, but we'll see. Sorry. Anyways, everybody. You guys have a great day. That was the NFL picks for week number 16, baby. Anyways, you have a great fucking day. Have a good weekend, and go Texans, go, baby. And fuck the Cowboys. You guys are gonna lose again. You guys are bad. You're a trash team, and it's gonna be exposed again this week, just like the Vikings did. And it's even better. I'm gonna say this before I leave. The Vikings were eliminated hours before their game on Sunday night, and they still beat the Cowboys. And so you have to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you think about the Cowboys. Whenever you think about them, just keep that in mind. Fuck the Cowboys. Go Texans, go. We're winning the Super Bowl. We're making the playoffs. Cheers. Have a great one, boys.